Alright, y'all, and we are back, Technobabylon. We are Dr. Regis, and we are investigating who just tried to blow us all the fuck up. And apparently there's some fish tank in here, too. I remember them mentioning that, but I don't see one. But we've talked to him, so let's just steal all his shit now. The island in the center of the kitchen is apparently where most of the work takes place, covered in tools and half-prepared meals. We got a bone saw and a glass jar. Okay. Anything else? You dig through the cabinet to find anything else relevant to the investigation. There's the door. We got the deactivated guard.
Hey, stop the carousel.
What's wrong?
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
Oh shit.
God. Henry. What happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the head. Looks like it's the hypothermia that's finished him, though.
Oh, hell. Why'd they leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry?
I didn't
He
even
was
notice
such
that
a nice
shit. I just
boy.
want to look at the bodies.
Same hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the restaurant.
He must have been killed in here. I'll find who's behind this.
The body has been hung on a hook on the carousel. It looks like whoever's responsible have been difficulty lifting him, leading into a sloppy result.
Nothing on him except his underpants. It's a flash growth chamber for sampling DNA and growing specimens. I've seen a lot of these in my career, but never in a restaurant.
We don't need to yet, so. Because we don't have anything. We're gonna go need Detective Stepford. Oh my, yes,
Hello?
we do.
Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
The guards you've seen so far appear to be menacing alert. Just want to slip over forwards.
Hello? Huh. Hmm.
Interesting.
It's too big to carry. It's too big to... Ugh. Here goes.
Why are we taking a chunk of body? Cover slide from the cadaver. The nausea willing reminds you of why you wanted a genetic medicine rather than macro scale.
A slice of meat taken from one of the kitchen's cadavers. If I hadn't known where it came from, I'd almost think it was pork.
It does kind of look like a pork chop. Do we want to take a chunk off him? As if it's probably a good idea to avoid damaging the particular body any further. Okay. Can we get one of these fish in our bottle and turn it into like a little lantern? You try to scoop the fish in a jar, but the movement is a great deal more swift and graceful than your own. You slip the slice of meat into the open bottle. Are they meat eaters? With the bait in place, the fish eagerly crowd around the bottle. When one of the adventurous souls takes the plunge, you hoist it from the water. You hoist him from the water within the jar.
Gotcha. I've caught a glowing fish. It'd probably look more impressive in a darker room.
Alright, let's go talk to Stepford first. And then we're going to check out the dark, spooky room.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
I found one of your
Right.
heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units.
Sure you can.
Lead the way.
Mr. Step,
Oh my.
I'll get...
Oh my.
Okay, come on.
Dr. Regis, Oh my.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them? Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a tech?
Mr. Stepford?
Okay.
Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want a really lousy suit. Excuse me.
Yes.
I like the glowing fish.
Dang, they lose. Wells 10.
A lot of
We or
a suicide. He was.
what?
That's.
You mentioned maybe he.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to.
Is there anything else to do besides the growth chamber? No. Okay, let's go check out that room. Now that we've we took our boy out, man, I like that dude. I mean, I know he's not real. He's a synthetic, but. Ooh, a frayed cloth rucksack. It's bundled against the wall. It's covered in a swoon of patches of Christian iconography.
The bomber's bag.
Likely this used to contain supplies to aid the bomber remaining undercover in this city of heathens. Now, the only thing remaining is a handwritten note. Picked up note to the bomber.
A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Time has come tonight. 2200 at 1181 Shenley Service Entrance C on the roof. We'll open you from the inside. GBW. GBWU. Okay, I'm not really sure what's going on here, but
there's nothing else.
I don't remember that chick's name.
Ow! Hey, that's sharp. The vent cover's been unlatched from the inside. The bomber must have gained entry through here. Whoever their accomplice on the inside was did a number on their hand. The vent's cover's got a sharp edge and is still wet with blood.
Yeah, this might be ours. We've contemplated making an escape through the root pathways, but you lose your best lead. Alright, it's got blood. We know it's not Stepford.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
that's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
Alright.
I've discovered how the bomber managed to get into the restaurant. Apparently, someone here let them in through the vent in the bathroom.
A sound approach. They could enter unseen if they did it before Mr. Stepford's men arrived.
Whoever opened it did a number on their hand. Left a lot of blood.
You wish to check my hands, Dr. Regis?
Ooh, we gotta get a blood sample.
Whoever it was will have slapped on a medipatch. Any visible injury will be gone in 10 minutes.
How unfortunate.
I'll get back to you, counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Mr. Ron,
What?
I'll get back.
Stop.
All right, how much time we got? I haven't been looking at the clock. Oh, we're good. We good. We need to get a sample of blood with that paper, with that napkin, I think. You know, we didn't check this stall. Can you check both of them? No, he always just goes into that left one. Okay. You're in the tissue along the blood edge to the grate, taking as much as the still moist blood as possible. All right, now let's grow whoever it was. Isn't that basically what we're going to go do? That's in here. All right, we're going to purge this guy out of here. Please load sample for sequencing. New project 19280E621. The genome taken from the blood in the vents, the fact that the accomplice had an XY chromosome and was therefore a male, narrows the pool of suspects. Okay, so it was the congressman, or the councilman.
Excuse me.
Yes,
The sequencer is a different model.
you have to need what kind of blood makes it easy.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
All right. We know what to do. What was her name? Councilman Dean.
A crumpled...
GBW Woo. Green Bay Woo. Bottles of Kahlua are no more than a mess of glass shards and spilled liquor. And we know we can trust her.
Charlie, how can I help?
This plum. Let's change the. That's all.
Keep me informed.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting.
Dr. Regis,
I'll get back to you.
anything I can do?
Yeah, he's still got DNA.
What am I up? What am I? It's got no personality to split.
Okay, can we take this, guys?
Hey, who's that?
Interesting. Can we take Mr. Stepford's? Let's get that other guys too. While we're at it. With a something no doubt carrying a splittable personality deactivate a guard, we're all convenient may have a singular guess. Okay.
Hey, who's that?
We need a memory of that guy.
Excuse me.
Yes. Apparently there's something wrong with this platform. Goodness knows why. Or maybe we just want to turn this guy into Stepford completely.
My word, this is a peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford,
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
do you know what happened? The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign in that kitchen, oh my.
So,
Oh, yes.
synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
Alright, should we go check our analyzer, see if we got anything else? That's strange.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
that's all.
Get me.
Dr. Regis,
I'll get back.
anything?
I'm not expecting
Mr.
to do
Ron.
anything.
What?
I'll get back.
Stop.
Mr. Stepford,
Oh my.
feeling better?
Oh my, yes. My most sincere thanks, Dr. Regis. You have no idea how uncomfortable I find the wrong body.
The outfit makes the man.
Very literally in my case. I suppose I shall have to avoid the kitchen. I shall instruct the security platforms to do likewise.
I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
We do anything with this body? I don't think we can.
Nothing on it I can... Nah. Nah. Excuse me.
Yes.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that. Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems up.
Hi, Houston. Huh. Guess. Keep up the good.
There's something else in the kitchen? You hope you've seen in the lab cell the worst you get this week.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
We need more meat? Our guy's gone.
Oh, here goes.
Covers life from the Godiva, the nausea, welling reminds you went into genetic medicine and not macro scale. Okay. Well, we got another slag about meats.
That'd be a waste.
I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try and purge our blood sample. Meat from the cadaver shows the kind of results you'd expect without looking too deeply into it. All you can tell is the tissue is male. In case we need it, we do have that save.
Lau, you
Call
there?
Lau.
Regis, I heard a blast. Is everything all right?
A bomber. Someone targeted this get-together.
Want me to call it in? Maybe now is when we should get Central involved.
No, I've got it covered for the time being. If Central asks, you know nothing.
Got it.
No, nothing. I mean,
Lau, you there?
Regis, is everything...
A
Want me...
No, if
Got it.
we need to find one more piece of evidence.
What am I?
We haven't used this yet.
A powerful combination of bleach, enzymes, and antimicrobial wetware designed to kill bacteria in plumbing. It makes a lot of scientific-sounding claims on the label. Smells vaguely of lemon before the aftertaste of chlorine hits.
We want to add that to the DNA thing?
There isn't enough DNA on that to sample. There isn't enough DNA.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Does he have our gun? Apparently there's something wrong with this platform. Goodness knows why.
Excuse me. Mr. Stepford.
Oh my.
I mean, maybe we can
I'll
go
get
put
back
that
to
good
you.
one into the
Oh
one.
my, yes.
Mr.
What?
I'll get back.
Stop.
I can't figure. I'm not sure what I can't figure that.
Nah. I can't figure it out either, bro.
This synth is corrupted. I can't rebuild its mind.
What are we missing?
It's too big to get.
What are we missing? What are we missing?
I'm not prepared. They'd never believe. What do you make of this now?
Oh, yeah, we know, okay.
Hey, the bomber's instructions. Where'd you find this?
A vent access by the bathroom. They'd apparently been in communication beforehand.
Good job, Charlie. This may help us find out who let them in.
Excuse me, counselor. What do you make of this?
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
What do you think of this, Mr. Stepford?
Why, yes.
Oh my, a note to the bomber. Perhaps whomever sent it had data security in mind, yes. One certainly can't hack a letter after all.
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say.
Ah, Dr. Regis, might I have a word in private? We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Yeah, you did it.
Might be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
You almost got
You
us.
killed Imogen, and almost got the rest of us as well.
I can assure you, it wasn't my first choice, but a last resort.
Huh. You've been lying to us about your involvement. Why should I trust you? The governor's obviously not doing its job.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully,
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
for various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
Of course.
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
Man, you did try to kill him.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means. Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties, the only conclusion possible
fucking-
is that Counselor Dean is responsible.
What?
My word.
Andrew, is this true?
See? He not say anything. Otherwise, he have to tell truth.
Yes, I am responsible. I acted to save my family from my mistakes. I joined this project to protect the city that I love. The rest of you are backstabbing cowards, out to loot Newton for your own gain.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Counselor. That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
We're gonna kill him?
What? What are you doing? Wait, stop!
Wow, I just threw his
Poor
ass out the
dear
window.
Counselor Dean. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you require. The man who has your kids, your mind-jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
Flesh drive.
The uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
For mine.
It would have taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they've got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed to it, given his previous line of work and all. You have told him, haven't you?
I was going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath, then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out! Dr. Baxter
Yeah,
just
yes,
congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for engineering.
I'm sorry I hadn't told you yet. Dr. Vargas was having enough trouble stalling the council. We needed to start showing results, so I made the decision for both of us.
You didn't think I'd object if I knew beforehand?
Well, no. Using our own embryos was the right thing to do to keep the project afloat.
You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do.
I didn't consult you. You're being old-fashioned. Rose got more. They won't be born.
It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
We're only using 1, maybe 2 of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
You know, sometimes your old world sensibilities are charming, but not this time. What is it they believe where you're from? That life begins at conception?
You know damn well what I've done with human engineering in the past. I'm well past being able to object for moral reasons.
You're mad because I didn't talk with you about it first.
No! Well, yes, I am, but that's not why I feel like this.
I understand it was a big decision. We've invested a lot of time and energy into having kids. I'd probably be upset in your position, but I'd have hoped you'd trust me to make choices for the both of us.
Oh God, you haven't understood what's wrong with this at all.
Have you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role.
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
He'll just have to deal with it.
Oh. 10:01. Ripper. Dandu air freight. All right, what's Papa save? And actually, we probably need to wrap it up right here too. Anyway, guys, drop a like if you haven't already, guys. Drop a sub if you're new. I'm out.